There are moments when the universe tells us to pause, when day turns to dusk without warning, when the sun, our constant, steps aside, and the sky reminds humanity how small, how curious, and how connected we are. That moment is an eclipse. And strangely enough, that same feeling, anticipation, awe, silence before impact, lives in music too, especially in the long-awaited return of Clipse. Throughout history, eclipses have been cosmic interruptions. In ancient China, eclipses were believed to be dragons devouring the sun, events so serious that court astronomers could be executed for failing to predict them. The Mayan civilization tracked eclipses with frightening accuracy, folding them into calendars that fused astronomy with prophecy. In ancient Greece, eclipses shifted thought away from mythology towards science, helping philosophers realize the heavens followed rules, not moods. During the Middle Ages, eclipses were omens, warnings of fallen kings, shifting power, and divine judgment. Across cultures, eclipses forced humanity to ask the same question. What else don't we fully understand yet? They humbled rulers, they unified crowds, they made people listen. Scientifically, an eclipse is a perfect coincidence. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between Earth and the sun. It casts a shadow called an umbra, which means total darkness, and penumbra, partial shade. A lunar eclipse flips the geometry. Earth stands between the sun and the moon. Earth's shadow paints the moon red through atmospheric scattering. The miracle is that the sun is 400 times larger than the moon, but also 400 times farther away, allowing them to appear the same size in our sky. That alignment doesn't happen often, and it never happens without purpose. Eclipses help scientists study the sun's corona, the orbital mechanics, and Earth's atmosphere. Matter of fact, it helps scientists study time itself. They remind us that precision creates wonder.
Born in the birthplace of hip-hop, the Bronx, New York, young Malice and Pusha T migrated to Virginia in the early 80s. As Malice and Pusha T began to develop their craft and recognize their potential to have an effect on the hip-hop world, they began to be formally known as
Fully Clipse. That was the original Clipse name. Fat Joe had a crew called the Full Eclipse Crew, and so we were like, he already got it. It was too similar, so we shortened it to Clipse.
Consisting of brothers Pusha T, or Terrence Thornton, and No Malice, Gene Thornton, emerged in the late 1990s with a sound that would redefine minimalist street rap and caught the attention of local producers Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. I just did a video on them, collectively known as the Neptunes. That partnership proved foundational.
We would go get in Chad's station wagon, we would drive to New York, and we would let the A&Rs hear our music.
After industry delays and label setbacks, Clipse broke through in 2002 with Lord Willin, driven by the stark, infectious single, Grindin'.
Clap, a snap, Africans and gorilla sound, and a kick. That was it. I'm sorry, and the beeps.
The album's spare production and unfiltered depictions of drug trade realities stood in contrast to the flashier mainstream rap of the era. And after writing this, I'm realizing it happened again. They're going against the grain. They're doing something new, something more thought-provoking, something with duality. They're bringing something new to the table and is causing another disruption and just striking a chord with so many hip-hop heads. Anyway, back to it. Their 2006 follow-up, Hell Hath No Fury, arrived after a prolonged label dispute, but was widely praised for its lyrical precision, icy production, and uncompromising tone, later earning classic status among critics. Internal differences and shifting priorities led to a hiatus in the late 2000s. Malice stepped away from the secular rap to pursue faith-based music, releasing work under the name No Malice, while Pusha T continued as a solo artist, building a critically acclaimed career and serving as president of Good Music. After years of separation, Clipse reunited selectively, culminating in the release of Let God Sort 'Em Out, a project that reflects maturity, reconciliation, and artistic restraint rather than nostalgia. The album reasserts Clipse's legacy as one of hip-hop's most disciplined and influential duos. It is one of my top albums of 2025, and if you haven't listened to it, please take a listen to that art. Pusha T delivers razor-sharp coke rap metaphors and precision over flash. Malice brings moral weight, introspection, and scripture-level gravity. Their flows are staggered, patient, intentionally uncomfortable. Like an eclipse, you don't blink because you might miss it.
My earliest memories of rap actually wasn't me rapping, it was watching my brother write raps. That's definitely one of my earliest memories. I used to wonder why he was doing it and the patience that it took. I used to look at it and kind of admire it, just like, damn, he's gonna, keep going and finish this long 3-ring binder of paper.
One of my first memories of hip hop is just watching our older brother breakdance on cardboard, pulling out the boombox. He and his friends from the wearing sheepskins and gazelles and Kangos and shell-toe Adidas, like, everything you seen in the movie Beat Street, he embodied.
An eclipse doesn't last long, but when it happens, the world stops. People look up together. Silence replaces noise. Perspective replaces ego. Clipse's success this year feels the same. They didn't flood the market. They didn't beg for attention. They aligned perfectly after years apart. And when they returned, the culture noticed. Like an eclipse, Clipse reminds us that darkness can be instructive, that patience creates power, and that when timing is right, even the sun steps back. Some moments aren't meant to be permanent, but some moments are meant to be remembered. And for this one, we were lucky enough to witness.
I hear the music on the radio. I think it's good for the young people.
Slow enough you can catch the words and everything and understand what's going down. But
I think it's nice though. I really do.